Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video disc under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This infringement of copyright is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, as per Title 17 USC 107. This video falls within the guidelines of the following 4 fair use factors: the purpose and character of your use, the nature of the copyrighted work, the amount and substantiality of the portion taken, the effect of the use upon the potential market.
They weren't loyal to you. They were loyal to the opportunity. And a person who does not understand the value of loyalty will never understand the damage of betrayal. This is how we get hurt. We confuse loyalty with attachments. There is a massive difference with somebody who is assigned to you versus someone who's attached to you. Somebody who is assigned to you helps you complete tasks. But those who are attached to you only want to benefit from the task that you have completed. They don't view you as a person. They view you as a purse. People don't abandon what they want. They abandon what they were using. But I'm loyal. I'm a rider. Everybody is willing to ride while you're in the yacht. But who is going to row with you in a crisis? Loyalty does not require lights or eyes because it is a heart posture. It should not require my presence for you to be loyal. Loyalty is when you have my back behind my back.
Good evening, one and all. Welcome to the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call the ATL Family and Friends Show. It's so great to be in the number just one more time. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. I think we're up to like 23,000 subscribers. We're on the road to the milli. No, we're on our road to 100,000 subscribers. So we definitely need the subscribers, because once we get 100,000, we get that plaque. So subscribe, and tell all your friends and family, boyfriends, boy toys, girlfriends, baby mamas, girl next door. Tell them to subscribe too. And of course, hit that thumbs up, which is the like button. That lets YouTube know that you appreciate what we're doing over here. And they then show our material to other people with similar interests as yours, so the family can grow. And last but not least, definitely comment below. And if you comment, we'll read your comment on the screen, show it on the screen, and read it out loud. And try and respond accordingly. Yes. It's so great to be in the number just one more time. I don't like wearing my glasses on the show. But anyway, I'm joined tonight by none other than my brother and my sister. 2 of the baddest on this side of the Mississippi. If y'all can read lips, y'all caught it. 2 of the baddest on this side of the Mississippi. And they don't play with y'all. I'm joined tonight by none other than my brother, little big man, Mr. Allegacy, the greatest. Can't hear you, Legacy. Go out and come back in. Ho. Go out and come back in. And of course, I'm joined by this lady with the most voluptuous, juiciest, roundest, plumpest cakes. And I ain't talking about Duncan Hines, Sarah Lee, Smith, Paul, Betty, none of them. I'm talking about none other than my sister, Miss Juicy.
Blessings. How are you?
Juicy.
God, I'm crazy.
Yes, that
What's up? How are you?
I'm great. And yourself? How are you?
I'm well. Glad to be here, especially with my what was it? Turned up with my whoa.
Okay. Okay.
Glad to be here.
Yes.
Did Legacy fix his mic?
He's having He's having testicle difficulties.
See, it was something. Oh, it was something you were talking about on that loyalty and being there. I wanted to say something and you had me cracking up and I forgot it. On that video, every time you play it, it give the message, but it hit like sticky, it jabs, it hits. Yeah.
How did it hit then?
That's why I was gonna say something, and then you had me laugh and talk about little big man.
Lexi, you having testicle difficulties?
Right.
I ain't never had testicle difficulties.
Distraction. Like I can't remember, and I'm seriously trying.
Not testicle, but you having difficulties.
It was I was having a little difficulty with my headphone set.
You got it fixed.
Yeah. You know, I try to make sure I just took them out because Tony said we ain't, you know what I'm saying, long. So I just hurry up and just made it do what it do.
Why are you that it's so dark?
He in Frosted Flakes.
Huh?
I'm in my parking lot.
I said he eating Frosted Flakes.
He eat my Frosted Flakes.
You're eating Frosted Flakes.
Well, no, I'm not.
You remember the commercial they used to be sitting in the dark?
Oh yeah, they did on the commercial, yeah.
Don't act like you don't know, Tony.
You know he hate from time to time.
Me?
Frosted Flakes is my daddy's favorite cereal.
Yeah, they don't taste the same no more. I used to love Frosted Flakes, but they don't taste the same.
Yeah, I switched out to Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Frosted Flakes.
I tried for the first time this week. They got some. Did y'all like Golden Grams?
I did.
I love Golden Grams too, but they got a Cinnamon Toast Golden Graham mixed together.
Let me tell y'all what I ain't even gonna put her out there. Somebody I know used to love to eat and tried to feed my kids them honey smacks. You remember those cereals? These days were so nasty. No, I like taking Frosted Flakes and mixing it with vanilla bean ice cream. That's good.
What's your favorite ice cream, Juicy?
I like all ice cream.
What about you, Legacy?
You know, he fixes something. I got asked that question today by somebody. That's crazy. I like all ice cream, though. The one with caramel in it is my favorite. Anyone with caramel.
What you say, Legacy?
I like butter. I like butter pecan.
That was their answer. They said they like butter pecan. You in my inbox crazy. You got a fake page.
I like butter pecan, but my favorite is I'll probably say is a toss up between French vanilla and cookies and cream.
So I always, if I had to like if I go to the bar or to a party or whatever, my drink to order is a Long Island iced tea with cranberry juice. And if I go somewhere and I'm picking ice cream, my ice cream to order is Rocky Road.
If I go to a bar, I'll get if I want to get fucked up, I'll get a Long Island iced tea.
Why? Why you mean if you want to get fucked up?
So
you say I want to get fucked up?
You might. Or
the Long Island make you fucked up?
Because it's so strong. There's so many liquors in there.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, so either you want to get fucked up or you just want to get fucked.
You know what? To me, it's the only one out there that's worth spending that amount that the bar charges. I mean, like, You want me to pay $20 for a shot and a splash of cranberry on 45 pieces of ice cube in a 6-ounce cup? Hell to no.
When you break it down like that, yeah.
Yes, at least let me get let me get my. I'm frugal. Yeah, I'm frugal,
Oh, I
but I
am
don't
too.
be fucked up. I just not. I don't like wasting my money.
I ain't messing with
I'd
no
rather buy the bottle in the cup.
Juice. I ain't messing with no Long Island iced tea.
Really?
Listen, I like
You
them,
gotta.
but I do like them, but Long Island iced teas cause Mello to mess around and I'm gonna get me and him killed, and I ain't drunk one since then.
Maybe you gotta leave the Coca-Cola out and do it with cranberry juice because the less sugar mixed with the alcohol content might not affect you like it would with the sugar. How it
No,
does with the Coke.
I didn't get drunk. Melvin got drunk, so then that's when he wanted to start this fight with these people, and he didn't know that the people was outside waiting on him with guns, and
I
he
remember
happened.
your story. Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Legacy, you say something. He's who I can't hear.
I can't hear Legacy.
So are we waiting for him to fix that? Let me tell you about where I'm at. Because I had a trying day today. And I did real good. In this world of everybody do what they want to do, and whether they're right or wrong, they just gonna do what they do. It works on me because I be trying my hardest to do right. I know I got a choice, but I try to choose to do the right before I do any wrong. But the wrong be tempting as hell. Case in point, this lady was wrong on all customer service corners. She was just poor. She did something wrong in her job. She didn't want to own up to it, and you fucked up. What can I say? I'm not gonna let you keep fucking over. So she was mad. I went rude with her. I went yelling. I just was like giving you your opportunity to fix it. Let me know when it's done. So because I didn't go off and give her a hard time, but I wouldn't let her act like she ain't fuck up either. Like we not gonna excuse it. She called me a bitch when she was hanging the phone up.
Ooh.
Hold on. Nubian. So I called back, she wouldn't answer. I said, look at God trying to keep me from going to her level.
Right.
I wanted to real bad. Oh my God, I wanted to real bad. So I had opportunity to see her later, face to face.
Ooh.
Y'all, I just smiled. I ain't say nothing. I just went in and I just smiled. And then I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Cause I was like, I don't even believe my goddamn self.
Okay.
So now she looking so bitter. She got this old evil face on her. And I'm just looking like, she is pitiful. It's not me. Like, her world could be going through what I'm going through.
and she probably not, and she miserable, and I'm happy. Let me
I know.
be that bitch.
Legacy, I'm over to let it go.
Listen.
What?
She was on phone with customer service, and she wasn't rude with the lady. But as the lady hung up, the lady called her a bitch, thinking that the phone had hung up. Juicy heard her. Juicy called back, and the lady wouldn't answer the phone. So later on, Juicy happened to come in face-to-face contact with the lady. Still didn't acknowledge it and didn't say nothing about it. So the lady don't know why she's sitting there smiling and grinning at her.
Well, you'd wait. I left a part out. She told me to contact corporate. When I called corporate, they transferred me to her, and she answered the phone. And I said, look at that. I heard you call me a bitch. And she hung the phone up. So she know I heard her call me a bitch.
Right.
And she hung up. And that's when I was like, not, and you hang up. So I really wanted to do, man. Legacy. It's a full moon. I've been meditating. I've been looking at, keeping my heart as light as a feather. We in Lent season. We supposed to be repenting and all this, man. And these people are trying me. Do you know how many people I done fought because they called me a bitch?
Did you go find the lady?
No, I just went in and I smiled. And then I couldn't do that but bust out laughing because I was shocked at me. Like I ain't said nothing. The look on her face was like oh shit.
Did she know that was you?
She knew it was me. She had a person working. This guy, he stood up, he said, "How may I help you?" Newbie spoke up and said, "I'm just here to pay the insurance." He said, "Oh, okay." She wouldn't say nothing.
Tony would have grabbed her by the hair and swung her around like he did that lady in the club.
Listen.
Excuse me, Bobo. Yeah, you. You with the bad weed. You.
Look, y'all, I had my purple hat on my head. I said, let me take my hat off. Let me fix my hair. I said, I'm glad I chose the high road. That's gonna catapult me to something.
I'd have had to let her know the bitch is here.
Yes.
You know what? I said to Nubian, it wasn't no need. The bitch was there. Like I said, did you see the look on her face? The fact that I didn't have to tell her what unit I was in, no phone number, no information, but I'm here to pay. She had it keyed in, pulled up. Here's your total. We ain't had to say nothing else. She knew exactly what the deal was. The bitterness on her, she had a whole heart attack. With my
that couldn't have been that could not have been Tayama.
Period.
I'm surprised it was me. Newbie said, "You did good."
Jumbo went in pulling a little piece out of titty.
Listen, I could just see, how she come in when she be.
Yes.
Who is the motherfucker? Where's Janet Bean? The one that answered my phone talking about with the bitch when she hung up.
Well, I'm the bitch.
Well, I'm the bitch. Where are you?
The bitch is here to see you.
Janet Bean would have been ducking and dodging.
Okay.
See, but let me tell you what the lady probably was thinking when she knew it was Juicy. She said, "Hold on, this motherfucker can really fight. Look, she is, and she done came up here. Yeah, I don't want none.
We could have paid. We could have paid online. I intentionally came up before they closed.
How far was the place from your house?
Oh, it's not it. The distance don't matter. You know, I used to drive from Tallahassee to Jacksonville for school and work. Riding ain't nothing but a thing. In DC, a mile is 20 minutes. Okay?
What?
Yeah. For me to drive a mile, it'll take at least 20 minutes, and that's not during rush hour. That's just regular traffic.
For just lights and cars.
Lights and cars. So
I can walk somewhere faster than you
where
can drive.
I was to here at the time I came, it took me about 40 minutes to get here.
So it's about I can walk somewhere faster than you can drive.
Yes.
Damn.
And now they got they got them bikes and them scooters. Better to rent one of them because they don't abide by the traffic laws. They gonna run the lights, run the stop signs, and they can dip in between, pass up the traffic jam. That they changed all our speed limit to 25 miles per hour. You're not speeding anyways. Scooters go 30.
So if they hit somebody, they're gonna just push them down.
Push them down.
Scrape up their paint job.
These people bouncing right back up. I ain't never seen so many bounce ups. Like this man, it was snowing. And the road was sleet, black ice. He tried to come up the hill. He slid all the way back down. He got up, got his bike up, and I said, "You gonna try it again?" I said, "For real?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Bruh, go the other way. Like, go the other way." He tried. His wheel said, "Zoop." He said, "Oh, you think that way better?"
I bet he did. I bet he did.
They ride it in the snow. It don't matter.
Just slide all everywhere.
That's what they do to Uber and deliver the food on bikes. Your food ain't coming in no car.
Because it's going to be frozen by the time it get to you.
Frozen, windy, might have a little dirt in it. You know when you ride, all that debris fly up.
Ain't got no business flying up in my bag if they got it covered inside of a warmer.
I mean, it's in that thing, but come on.
Juicy just told us she dirty vegan burgers.
I don't order no Uber. Heck no.
Legacy,
Don't need no third-party delivery.
Thank you. Legacy, last week a video about giving up your citizenship for $5 million.
Yeah.
Did I show it on the show or after the show?
You showed it on the show.
I did? Okay. And
we talked about it.
Okay, let me delete it then.
My bad.
Cause get what, Kate? I think we all said it.
We was out.
Huh? We was out of there. Cause you at first you were talking about give you $2.
Yeah, it don't take much for me to go. It don't take much to make me holler.
Hey.
Put the tip in.
Wow.
Not the tip.
Yes, you know,
hey, Tony, you know the one that be talking about some. Just put the tip in. Once you put the tip in, they grab you by the waist and pull you all the way in it.
I'm talking about tip money. Legacy.
Tony, they go like this, Tony.
Yes. I know Miss Laurel said she got 5 children, just put the tip in.
I said
just put a tip in. And 5 children later.
And 5 children later, you still ain't put it all in yet.
Okay. You put it all in. But you know, he said he gonna put just a tip in.
I said, like Splat Pack, you got a tip for the strip.
You got a strip for the tip.
Oh my gosh.
Listen,
I even sung the song.
that should be my jam.
I gotta watch what I say around you all.
You just know that I was gonna finish that sentence.
They could have dual meanings.
Ooh. It's this Avatar movie coming out. I guess a new Avatar.
Which would be 3.
And the man created a Avatar sign language. And this is thank you.
Oh wow.
He was so elaborate with his. That's the only one I thought. But I could speak Wally language. Thank you.
I'll be telling that person, just get the fuck on. Just get the fuck on. What we got, Tony?
Here's a video that we did show, but you had missed the show legacy. I wanted to show this video to you. It was about false church practices. It's only a minute and 30 seconds. I'm gonna show you this video. We didn't talk about it too much because you know the bishop wasn't here.
Y'all ain't braiding on Allen, the bishop?
Did you know some church practices aren't even in the Bible? You might think they are, but here are 5 unbiblical traditions. Number 1 will shock you. 5. Pastors wearing special attire. Jesus and the apostles never wore religious garments. God looks at the heart, not clothing. 1 Samuel 16:7. 4. The church as a building. The Bible never calls a building the church. The church is the gathered believers. 1 Corinthians 3:16. 3. Tithing as a Christian command. Tithing was an Old Testament law for Israel. The New Testament teaches cheerful giving, not a fixed percentage. 2 Corinthians chapter 9:7. 2. Sunday as the only day of worship. The Bible never commands Sunday worship. Early believers met daily, Acts 2:46, and Jesus emphasized worship in spirit and truth, John 4:23-24. 1. The altar call for salvation. No altar calls exist in the Bible. Jesus and the apostles preached repentance and faith, not ritual prayers, Mark 1:15. Surprised? Many traditions sound biblical, but aren't. Want more truth? Follow now and share.
No altar call. Won't you come?
It's so many. It's so many things.
There be just one.
Huh? Yeah, that's just need one. That sounds like the pastor standing in the front of the altar with his hand up.
Shine the light so others can see that Jesus is real.
Listen, when I saw this,
won't you come legacy?
I've been down that road. I ain't going like that no more. Not the damn man. I go to God, but
spinning.
Huh?
Now see you play.
Can you hear me?
No. Now's the time to run that ad.
Y'all can't hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. I mean that.
You know what ad I'm talking about? The one about the church.
Oh. Listen, I'm so gone with this stuff now. I just
legacy.
Huh? Y'all can't hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Do now.
Oh, well, Juicy must can't holler hear me. But anyway, I was just saying that a lot of those things that they just described, Jesus ain't even when Jesus walked, he never. Let me tell you, I was doing some studying the other day, and it was just scary to me because I remember reading it, and do you know that Jesus never had any his problems, that the people that killed Christ was, well, I mean, they were sinners in that set, but they were actually people who had a problem with Christ was not the regular people. The people that had the problem with Christ was the Pharisees and Sadducees, which were the pastors, the ministers, the rulers. The church is who had the problem with Christ because everything that he was doing and saying was contradicting what the church was saying.
Mm.
So it was.
Let me add to that.
Go ahead,
Case
Kate.
in point, like the video said, it doesn't say tithe, it doesn't say altar call, but these pastors and people were preaching that because that was the way to manipulate the masses and control them.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus was speaking the truth, like this video just did, and they didn't like that because it was going against them and calling them out.
Yes.
Yep.
And so that's why they had to go to Pilate and ask Pilate, could they kill him? And a lot of people don't know because they really don't say it in the Bible, but in other doctrines, in other books that was wrote before the one we have now, Pilate's wife came to Pilate before they even came to him with Christ and said she had a dream. And in this dream, she seen that they wanted to kill Jesus. And she told Pilate, do not have this man blood on your hand because this man has never done anything wrong. So when they finally did bring Christ to Pilate, Pilate was like, what wrong is this man done? I see no wrong in this man. Now I'm gonna show you how our politicians are the same as Pilate, because even though Pilate had the power to say nobody is killing him, because Pilate didn't want to lose his position and his power in the eyesight of man, Pilate offered up Barnabas, who was a known killer, and said, listen, I don't want I don't want his blood on my hand. So if y'all want to crucify him, I'll give y'all another option. Y'all can crucify Barnabas, who is a known murderer, or a man who we know haven't done anything to us. And the people chose Christ over Barnabas, who they know was a known killer. So you have to understand that the people, regular people in that time, didn't have slaves and bond men. They didn't have the authority or the right to vote on the situation. So who you think was voting?
The pastors.
The people that wanted to keep the church going. So those were the people that voted on the death of Christ. But how is it after you vote? How is it that after you vote for the death of Christ, he died? How is it that now you take him as a martyr and sit him up now and say, this is the man we follow, but you're going to follow it the way that we write it? So a lot of those things that are in that Bible, when you go to asking pastors, show you where in the Bible they show you talk about altar calls. Show me where in the Bible Jesus had a church that he stepped in and called it the Church of Christ. When you go to asking them those questions, they get upset. They start calling you a non-believer, because that's the same thing that the Pharisees and Sadducees did when Christ was upon the earth. This is why they asked him, who do you say you are? Nobody has ever showed me in the Bible where Christ said he's the Son of God.
So in my behavioral management course,
Lord,
one way to
spelled it right.
No. That's why I ain't beat that side of the head.
Okay.
see, I wouldn't be able to get away with. It would have definitely been. I knew what I came to do it, you know. So, but back to Jesus, because he the one that's laid on the block. This his time. They in behavior management, what they have shown that the mind, the psyche, the way you can control it and regulate it to and get it to be oppressed so that it can submit and be like the Pharisees. I need law and order. They need, in order for them to be the rule, they have to have someone to rule. And if they have people feeling that we are all equal, then they're not ruling and they're not overseeing. And now you don't have order. You got individuality, people doing what the hell they want to do. They didn't need that. So they took Jesus as the example of, yes, this is the way, but it'll be rather impossible. Because even today, if you like go and speak to a pastor or a rabbi, they'll tell you it's hard to be like Jesus in the world today because there's so much sin which taps into your satisfaction, that gives you a hormone that sends to your mind and tells you you want to do something different than what you really should be doing. It's too much out here that they've used to psychologically control you. So somebody could be the top and somebody else could be the bottom. That shit's changing though. Consequences. So you say, why did they start raising him up? If you look at what's going on now, people doing stuff, and right away, you can say karma is coming back and biting them in their ass. Like, instant. That's how it was then. The thin line between doing right and wrong is like, you know better, you either do better or you face what the consequences. They knew not to kill him. You are held accountable for what you know. If they didn't know not to kill him and they killed him, they probably would have had a little party. But being that they did something intentionally against what was said to them, they had to pay the price. And they tried to raise him up to say, oh, we repent, we forgive. He was right, we were wrong. It was too late. It was too late. So they used him as a tool. And he been a tool for so many years. Crazy part is the person that they killed wasn't even Jesus.
Y'all know cake.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where?
Never. I've never.
I think I've been swallowed.
Oh my God.
Yes, I said that too.
Wow.
Boy, my family is wow.
What they say, when you reminisce, my God.
What you was gonna say, Legacy?
I said my family crazy.
Nuh-uh, before that. Before he played
No,
video.
I was just saying that, you know, I just don't, I no longer just trust the items that man has given me. Something that, you know, I just, the way that I got, people don't do the history of knowing that, you know, that Constantine and the Knights Crusaders actually were persecutors of the real Christians that actually walk in the time that Christianity was at its purest form. And when people had other religions, these folks killed you if you didn't accept their religion. So if this was the religion that they were killing to force people to accept, Why would I accept it in a time when I don't have to accept it? I could accept God, but I don't have to accept the Christianity thing, because nowhere has Christ ever said you had to be the Christianity. He didn't even like religion. Religion is a form of control. So, you know, I believe you just got to know God. Now, that's my belief. I ain't saying nobody else got to believe it, but have a personal relationship with him yourself. And if there is truly a higher being that you believe in, I believe he'll answer whatever it is you need.
You know, I hate giving like my opinion about it, because it's an opinion. It is opinion. Don't even be what I would choose. Like, that's what I would do. It's just I have a open mind, so I think about different ways. And you say, why would you choose to follow a religion in a time when you don't have to? And technically, like how people want to join and be a sorority or in a fraternity, that union, that's picking a team and being a team player. So
Yeah,
joining a religion is in the same aspect. You're joining to be amongst a team and being a team player. And at times right now, it's time to make a choice and choose. And you want to choose the better side, the winning side. And if that's God's side, then choose God's side. Now,
right.
I also like how you say you could choose to worship God, but then are you worshiping yourself? Are you worshiping an image in the sky? What are you worshiping? You know, and that's where, even in that video, they didn't say we should worship. They said we should repent. So that means we should be checking ourselves and making sure that we do better than what we did, because we got to be the vessel of God. And that means walk in the truth, be the truth. People gonna learn
I definitely believe that you got to walk in the truth as best that you can.
it. It ain't even like my mom's taught me trying is lying. You can get up or you don't have to get up. You can't say I'm trying to get up. What's stopping you? Unless something
My,
holding you down, you ain't trying to get up, because you just get up. So the best you can is to just do it.
the best that you can.
Now, if you did it, you did your best.
But if you don't do it, that don't mean you didn't do your best. That just was your best. You couldn't do no more.
No. If you don't do it, that means you didn't do your best,
Right.
because you didn't do it.
You didn't try.
Because your best would do it.
I'm gonna agree to disagree on that one, family.
Parents, what would you do?
You just said shut up to me just now. I'm talking to you.
Say what?
No, I don't want to go to
Okay,
sleep.
why? What's wrong? What are you
Because
doing?
I want to watch my phone. I don't want to go to
No,
sleep.
Scarlett, you have school tomorrow, okay?
I'm not going back and forth with you about a phone, Scarlett. Give me the phone.
No.
What is she doing?
No.
She's being very rebellious.
No.
Rebellious attitude, Scarlett.
Shut up.
Who are you talking to?
Babe.
Who's this kid? This kid's really dancing my face tonight. Scarlett, who are you talking to?
You.
Grandpapa, babe.
Yeah, I need
Papa,
him.
please. Go to your mom.
You think we should...
It's okay, Bo. It's okay. It's okay, Papa. It's okay. Papa. Come here. Don't do that. It's okay. Scarlett, who are you talking to, Scarlett? Who are you talking to? Huh? Really true, who are you talking to? Did you just say shut up? Did you just say shut up to me just now? I'm talking to you. Did you just... Did she just spit on me just now?
Yes.
Are you out of your freaking mind?
Do that, kid. Do that, kid. I'm gonna hurt her. Do that, kid, bitch.
What the...
Did she just spit in my face?
Hey!
Parents, what would you do?
What would I do? I wouldn't. The mama couldn't even been able to stop me, because that ass would have been tore up off. Shut up.
So I'm presuming that's not his child. He sounds like he has an accent, so he might not be American. So he's walking a thin line of, I don't want to get fucked up by fucking this little girl up.
Hold on. Let me paint the scenario. Let's say it is his child, and let's say he is American, and it's a biracial child. Parents, what would you do?
He's
Well,
still walking that line of not wanting to get fucked up by fucking that child up. But that child need to get fucked up.
Yes.
So I remember my son bit me. I bit my baby back. I didn't break no skin. He ain't never bite nobody again. I'm not saying.
The thing is, this is my thing, Kate. People have to know who they married to or who they having kids by, right? Because if you look at the skit how it was, you will notice that the mother is a mother that don't believe in physical punishment.
No discipline.
Darren's ex.
Say what?
Darren's ex. Go ahead.
Yeah, they don't care. They call that soft parenting now. And a lot of times these people, when you gotta marry somebody that's in agreement with you or be on accord with how you like to discipline, because if you are a parent that does physical discipline and that child and that other parent is not, they'll use that against you as abuse because they never agreed to you being able to physically punish their children.
Mm-hmm.
So I can tell by how the mother was acting that she's definitely one of those parents that don't believe in physical spanking.
Right.
You know, my father did not believe in physical spanking. My mom did. My mom got spanked. My dad didn't. My mom tried to spank us. My dad wasn't having it. I knew not to spit on my mama, no my daddy. Matter of fact, I knew not to spit on nobody. And I didn't get beat.
That's the most egregious thing that a person could do to you, other than kick you and slap you.
And the thing of it is she did it. Nikki said, first of all, it should have never happened. That's what I was about to say. She did it so comfortably, like she gave a warning. I told you to shut up. Nigga, you didn't listen. The level of respect that she has towards him makes me feel that's not her father. And, oh, yes. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And thank you. That made me think that she's seen her mom be disrespectful to people before.
Yes.
Men.
Yes.
So she don't feel she have to respect these men. That's where it should have never happened. One, her mama should have a better coof about herself and how she performs in front of her children.
Right.
My children know I don't got no sense. They know I'm gonna be extra, I'ma do or what have you. But I ain't never spit on no man that I'm supposed to be in union with. I never did anything against someone so that they would see this how I'm gonna treat someone I supposedly love. I defend myself. You know, I act accordingly. That was out of pocket. But that wasn't out of character for how the look on her mom's face was like, before the spitting with the shut up and with the phone tussle, she wanted to tell him to leave her alone.
Yeah.
About her stepping in like that, that gave that little girl the okay that my mama on my side. I can do whatever I want to do to you. I don't gotta respect you. You can't be like that. That's where the father should eat first. The husband should eat before the child.
But see, I'm gonna say this: in any relationship, I don't care who relationship it is, when a child disrespects a person who is taking care of them, who is being there for them, and they that bold, and the other parent, if it's not my biological child, and that other parent don't tear off in their ass, we no longer have a relationship no more. Because I can never do anything else for your child again.
And
I
that's
can
not
never
right.
do it.
Yeah. And that's not right for you, because as a person, like, you're a great person, you're a great father figure, whether you're their father or not. You believe in being there and showing up and doing what you're supposed to do. That would go against your character, and that's not
Yeah.
cool. And that's
So
what he
when
was saying. You can't sit here and not do nothing. You gotta do something. And he walked off because he like, nah. And I hope
but
he
this
realized, walk out.
but this is the trick though. Now she may not be his biological kid, but the other child was. So he now has to say, if I leave here and I'm done with her, now he's thinking I don't want to just have to be on child support. So now this is why I say you have to be mindful of who you have kids with, because if you meet this woman and you see how this girl is already acting in the presence of her mama and other adults prior to you getting this woman pregnant, you have to sit down and ask these questions. Do you believe in spanking? Do you believe in long-term punishments? Do you believe in taking away a kid's items that they enjoy for months at a time until they get what it is you're trying to teach them? If that individual is not on the same wavelength of discipline with as you, and you go into some type of matrimony or parentship with them, with having a child for you, you're saying you want the problem. Because like I say, when the mama did not go ham, knowing that this man can't really physically, or you not cool with another person physically disciplining your child, then you should have broke your John hands in her butt, because you don't want him to do it. But if you don't sacrifice that and do that right then in front of that child, in front of that man or that woman should just be done with the relationship, because you're setting yourself up for long-term punishment of self-embarrassment, induced pain that you try, because you're trying to hold on to a relationship with a person that ain't gonna change, because that is a taught way of responding to stuff, and she watched that from her mom.
Right.
You know, what I want to say, I like how, and that goes back into the discipline, and he had self-control. God came and showed up with that child.
Okay.
By crying. And he realized, you know what? I got a bigger fish to fry. I have a son that will learn from this exam from here. I need to get my son and teach my son how to be a man in these type of situations. And he grabbed him back and he said, you take care of it. And he took his son. He walked away from the situation. That's monumental for these kids to learn today, because kids growing up shooting each other in elementary school because they don't know how to walk away when someone's disrespecting them.
Right.
And the world is disrespectful. And if we killed everybody and reacted to everybody who was disrespectful, like I could have today,
Wouldn't have been no people around.
No, right. And we here to be fruitful, to replenish the earth, not to destroy it. So he did a great thing. I'm glad he did that. But oh my God, see what I mean? How
I doubt
these
the
people
mom gonna do
cry?
anything. I doubt the mother gonna do anything.
Listen, if she don't tear that child ass up, my relationship is done.
For me, I had a guy tell me, because you say have a conversation. These are things you should talk about. This guy told me that he kicked his son out the house because he didn't keep his room clean. Now, I think about, I done seen some fucked up rooms. So I know how it could be. Some people might need to get kicked out. But I thought about it. What if my child was living there and he wanted to kick my son out because his room wasn't clean? Now
But
I
why
gotta
wouldn't
be
you?
okay with that.
But if you've already had these discussions prior to whether you moved in or he moved in with you, that means that you should already have your child, who is not biologically his, on one accord to know that. Pick up behind yourself. Keep your room clean. Because you already know how he is. That's just like if I moved in with you and you don't like dishes in the sink piled up. If I'm the one in the kitchen, read
She
that
said
case.
they are not going to last because of how she allows her child to behave.
Right. So if I know that you don't like dishes in the kitchen and you've already told me this prior to me moving in, if you still gonna give me some warnings even inside of the house. So if your child say, fuck that, this is how I live, this is how I want to live, you can't run my house where I pay bills at. He didn't, I guarantee that man ain't just get that child one. Obviously, he's old enough to kick him out. The child old enough to be kicked out. So if you can't, your child can't run your house and your child don't pay bills in your house. So after a few warning shots, then you gotta shoot somebody.
But you know what? I agree. And I said to him, I said, we talked. And I said, I have no problem with what you did. But when I think about, even I don't like to be that way sometimes. Lord, you might try to kick my ass out.
Listen, if he told your ass, when you come to this bed, if your cycle ain't on, don't you have on no panties, don't you bring your ass up out that bathroom with no drawers on. It's plain and simple.
Thank you.
That's scripture. Hey, Juicy, that's scripture. It says, "Be ye ready."
Listen, all my point was I was thankful for the communication because it was able to let me know what was expected. And I was able to say, do I want to put my family in this type of environment? And you know what? I wouldn't have mind. But there were things, he's like, man, you would have to get rid of your cat because I could,
See,
like.
now if there's no compromise in the beginning of, okay, I'm willing to do this, but these are my things right here. I really do love my cat. We can just, can we build something to keep the cat in on the outside or something, but I still want to be able to see my cat. If that person is already telling you coming into his situation that nothing like that is coming anyway, there's no need in even talking about it anymore because you're not going to get the cat or the dog or the mice or the fleas in the house.
And that same goes with children. When you're knowing that you are interested in this person and you're going to have sex, children are 99.9% a possibility. How do you raise your child? Can we spank our children? And if you know that you're ready to, because you're going to correct your child, and this one says, I watched some videos and the mom says, I work a corporate job and I have to do so much with these people at my job who weren't brought up right that by the time I get home, I just don't have it in me. So I let my children just make their choices. Their room is all their territory. They can keep it how they want. If they don't want to shower, you raising your children to be the same damn people you working talking about that you managing?
Well, first of all, that's not a parent. A parent understands that there has to be guidelines and structure, because if you don't guideline and structure your child, the prison system will.
Not
So,
today.
and once they get your child in there, you can't do nothing to help them. Guess what? Then you gonna do just what them people told you. So I'd rather get mine mad and angry and do what it is I need them to do so they can be productive citizens. And sometimes, cause get what? They gonna bust your child in the mouth with handcuffs. Your child went in with teeth, they come home with none.
So
All because you was afraid to give them some discipline and instruction.
So this is the new parent. Today, it's a merit system, and that's what a lot of people are like with Trump be talking about with merit. We've got parents who are working to where they're at a socioeconomic status that they can afford to send their children to high-end schools that offer more training, which leads to merit. So they don't have to have guidance and discipline from the home. They have to have training and from school so that they can have one step ahead of the same people who've been trained. So example, you know how Florida's education system has a grading scale. And if a school received an F, they get a certain amount of funding for I think 4 years to give them an opportunity to bring their school up to an A school. Once they're an A school, they qualify for grants that give them more computers, more
Yeah.
things to help them teach their children. Now, mind you, their low grading level is low because they don't have the mechanics to teach on a high-end level so that their children will test high scores.
That's why they got A, B, C, D, F.
Right. And we not going to give you these high-end materials to teach on a high-end level if your children ain't even going to be able to use it. So what's the point? So until you get to A from F, we're not doing it. Yes, shaking my damn head. Moving forward to today.
But Kate, we not. Let me say something before we go. This is that's not a Trump issue. That's a United States issue. That's a Governor DeSantis issue with far as how the school systems in Florida are ran. Now remind you, Trump, these the same rules that's been implemented when Biden was in. So let's just say it's a federal instead of a presidential.
I was about to say, let me correct that. It is our government rule. Because remember, Trump has a job and he works for the government. So it's not his rule. He's just the messenger, and we can't shoot the messenger. That's called assassination. We're not here to do that. So I'm not saying it's a Trump thing, but in the news today, the argument had a lot talking about merit versus like what people are going to be graded on and how they can. I think it was Southern or Morehouse. Some school was losing some type of funding that would allow them to do some research, but it was HBCU, and somebody said through the department, like the private school said, if your child came and applied for a job with us through the government, we wouldn't hire them because you're not teaching what we want you to teach. That's that's against the law. You cannot regulate what private schools teach. That's the reason why they're private. They can have their own curriculum. They don't go along with the government. But the government's trying to cross that bridge and say, we want to control what you're teaching. And if you
Right.
don't teach on our standard, we won't employ
Fund you.
your students. So they based it on merit. Now, the people who are going to private schools are paying more money to receive a higher education, to be higher merit, so that they qualify for these jobs, versus the other students who go to the public schools and they may not have the same things being given to them, spoon fed. It goes all the way back to like that religion and picking your team. Why would you choose? Because right now it's time to pick a side.
But even with picking a side, you're still picking the same. You're still picking the same entity because both sides play for the same team, which is both sides play for the same team. You have and like I told Tony, y'all know how I felt about Trump beating Kamala. Y'all know I was rooting for that. But in truth, you're always choosing the lesser of the two evils because there's not been one government official that has ever sat and lived in presidential seat that did anything that they were supposed to do for the people. It is always being done for the government. They come out and represent themselves as I'm for the people, but in truth, I need you. And we're gonna go through these theatrics of you having a choice, the illusion of inclusion, and then once you get into that space and get into that place, now you forget what you promised the people. And that happens on the Democratic end and the Republican end. They both play for the same team to deceive the American people.
I have a question. It's the slightly change the subject back to the video he's watching with the disrespectful children. And parents, what would you do situation? The other morning I was listening to Steve Harvey morning show, and there was a situation where the son. Well, hold on. Let me paint the picture. There's a mother she's a single mother. She's raising a teenage son. Boom. This particular night, she happens to have male company at her house, and he spends the night. So I guess early in the morning or in the middle of the night or whatever, the son walks into the mother's room, not knocking, and catch the mom and this man that he don't know in position. So on Steve Harvey show, they were trying to ask, should the mother and or this man say something to this teenage son, or should just let it ride?
I'm gonna say this. First of all, I don't care how much you love your child. If your child lives in your home, there should always be a rule of respecting my area. You don't walk into my room. You don't walk into my bathroom without knocking or announcing yourself. As a parent, you know you have company. Why aren't your door locked? You know what you finna do. You know what you finna interact in. So this is something this child is comfortable with doing because he did it. Any child, I knew not to walk in my mama and daddy room because I knew that this is my mama and daddy rule that, hey, knock on the door, wait for someone to say enter. If nobody says enter, knock until they tell you to come. But just because you knock doesn't mean just walk in. So no, he got exactly what he needed to see. If he caught his mama dick in his mama mouth on a dick, he needed to see that. Maybe it's gonna change his opinion about knocking on the door.
Have your kids ever
Lord
caught
have
you?
mercy. Nick said, "Oh well, get out."
Oh well, get out. You saw something, learn something.
Has either of your kids ever caught you?
Let me come back. I don't know what's going on.
Me?
Have either of your kids ever caught you?
You said
You talking to
no.
Juice or me?
I have. So I've not ever brought a man to my house for nothing like that. My kids have not seen a man come over and come past the living room. They lucky they can use the bathroom. So no. Mm-mm. I just think I think if you're gonna bring people to your house, then I'm with Tony. You got a door, lock your door. I personally feel if I'm not married and this ain't our house, you don't got no business in my bed. I ain't playing house in front of my children because I don't want my children to play house. I ain't about to act like we not. I don't play them games. I don't need you to pay no bills here because I don't want you to think you gonna stay here. Mm-mm. Comments. No, I agree with Juicy. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. First of all, my door would be locked. Exactly, Nikki. Like there is no reason for you, like, even if they too, like if they can get out the crib and crawl to your room, they need to be meeting your door with a locked door. That's the same as put a porn on and tell them watch this while I go in the room. Then, if you that comfortable with them seeing what you're doing, you want to teach them, teach them.
Have you ever caught your parents?
No, I knew that when that door was closed, I knocked on the door. Now I'm gonna tell you, my kids, they haven't been knocking on my door lately. And I've said something to them like, what if I had a man over? And they bust out laughing at me.
Yeah, like yeah, right.
Right, but I'll be like, but I'm due privacy. I knock on your door and I give you your privacy. It's called respect. Like, you're entering when a door is closed, it's for a reason. If someone wanted it open, and that means open access, it would be open. It's closed for a reason, and you should respect people's boundary. That's a boundary. She said, no, but I heard them just got up and went outside. Now, I have heard my parents. I have. So once I heard my parents and I suggested that they put on like music.
So you let them know that you heard them.
Yeah. I said, but no. I said, could we play music at night or them rain sounds so I could go to sleep? That's what I did.
Because I be hearing y'all hunch.
So while I was married, I had surround sound around the upstairs, and each room had a little speaker box, and I always played rain sounds at night or the storm. Since the kids were babies, I always played that. So,
Legacy, are you with us?
Yes, hold on.
and make sure you got all your screws tightened on your bed so don't be squeaking, people.
Say what?
Make sure all your screws tightened on your bed frame so it don't be squeaking.
Well, I'm oh, you talking about have I ever been caught?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "How many times? Damn."
Eh,
You say that like that's
At least,
normal.
at least 3. But one incident broke me, and it was Naya broke me. She had to be 6, and she was in her room sleep, and so it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. So the whole house dark, other than little lights, what you're going through your house. So I'm trying to get it in like I should, and the house so dark that, and I'm so into my zone that she done made it into the room and done got climbed up on the bed and touched my back and said, "Daddy,
Oh, and you in it.
listen." Rolled off the other side of the bed, military crawled into the bathroom, and stayed in there till the clothes got brought to me. But instantly, it went from Georgia sausage to Vienna. So
So was that her mom?
that's the only other woman it's gonna be.
I'm just making sure. So she was okay to get her in her nude.
Huh?
Like she had to have no clothes on. So while you waiting for the clothes to be brought to you so that your daughter don't see you, she was all right to get to her daughter, or her daughter,
I don't understand what you're saying, Kate.
Other
she
words,
was naked. Your daughter saw her naked.
the lady was the lady was still naked.
No, the house is pitch black. She didn't see nothing.
So why'd you have to crawl out then if it was pitch black?
Because she done touched me, I don't even want to even chance it.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I was trying to draw out. Good. Thank you.
Right, because she didn't know her daddy was that way, but I know.
Look, and if you turned the other way, that plantain would have knocked her off.
This motherfucker.
I about to say how she ain't know her daddy was that way. That's something my kids know. How you got here is because this is what we did. Because that's what I do. That's what I did in order to get you. Like,
But one
know.
of the incidents that I got caught, it was with my boys, and the lights was on, but they just bust in the room because somebody supposed to have locked the door.
And you
But it
didn't
was
stop. I remember that story.
yes,
You
ma'am.
kept going.
Yes, ma'am. Kept stroking.
I remember that one.
Yes, ma'am. The story don't change.
Okay, y'all. He tell us the story. It's not I remember because it was me. Gotta put that out there.
Yeah. I just wanted them to, hey, you should have knocked. Now get back out and we'll try it again in about 15.
Well, I got caught twice.
By who?
One time I was having sex, and Danisha mama, Danisha be coming on the show making comments.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother, Ann, walked in, and I was in it.
I was caught by my brother.
Was you grown?
I was grown, and he didn't catch me doing it. He just knows somebody was there, and we probably were.
What? How did he miss you doing it if you was doing it and he caught you? He caught a dude in the house.
Because my house, when you open the door, it go doo-doo. So I knew someone was entering and shit, nobody been coming in. So I already was like, what the hell? So I got up. And where my room was, is on, we laugh. My mom's house is we got an east and a west and a south wing. So I was on the south wing.
And then another time I got caught performing oral. Oh, oh! It was Jeanette's daughter.
Good God. Good
And that
God.
part when it don't even be your child.
Right.
Do you go tell Jeanette you gotta go talk to your baby, or do you say
Yes.
we gotta talk to the baby?
I told Jeanette.
Okay.
Well, what? How did y'all explain that?
I didn't. I left it to Jeanette.
And y'all ain't never had no more discussion about it ever since the child done got grown?
She grown now.
Shit, you should bring it up.
Hell no. Don't traumatize that baby down there munching. She already know.
Oh, she now have 3 kids, so yeah, she know.
She know.
Huh? We were talking about have we ever caught somebody having sex like our parents, or did we ever get caught? I was telling about the time that Little Bit had caught me. I told you.
Is my phone messing up or his?
That was on 50, when he was on 50th Street.
Oh, Jeanette said she don't know nothing about it.
She said she don't remember.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
I got you. Jeanette said I don't know nothing about that. She don't remember. Well, that's good.
I was devastated. I was like,
That
oh
mean
my
that
God.
baby don't remember either.
I was scared to come out of the room and everything.
You know, I like how the mind store stuff and release stuff.
How you didn't lock the door?
Well, we was the only 2 in the house. Because Jeanette had left.
You can hear Tony?
Yeah.
I don't see Tony.
You don't hear me?
I hear you. Juicy says she don't see you.
Now I see him.
So y'all the only 2 in the house.
Right. So I figured since Jeanette, because Jeanette had left to go to the store or something. So I figured, well, let's do a quickie.
Y'all,
that munching must have got good. That munching must have got good.
And the daughter came home and she came in the room thinking Jeanette was home.
In Jeanette's room. So you even if Jeanette,
You and your son.
even if Jeanette would have came back, you ain't think the door need to be locked?
I thought it was, but the lock didn't work.
Listen, that's why it ain't always good to be munchy.
Yeah.
Peace, God.
What's up, Will? So that was that. I just have one more video to show and then we're done.
Look at this. Same crime, same courtroom, same judge, same criminal history. 1,300% difference in sentencing. And maybe he didn't have a good lawyer, but that don't mean anything. Look at this. Chase, armed robbery at 19. No contest plea. 1 misdemeanor prior. Total points, 138.2. 2 years in counting. Now look at this. Lamar Lloyd, armed robbery at 21. No contest plea. 1 misdemeanor prior. Total points, 138.2. 26 years in prison. Yeah, the system is lump-sided, okay? And he had the same judge, Judge Sherwood Bauer Jr., St. Lucie County Courthouse in Fort Pierce, Florida. So, you tell me, Does race makes a difference when you're getting sentenced in a court of law? I believe it do. And I'm not trying to make this a black and white thing, but I'm just being honest. Let me know in the comments.
I shared a video on YouTube maybe 7, 8 years ago, and I just showed it to Nikhil last week. It was Chris Rock doing a stand-up. And he talked, he said, he showed and pointed out the exact same thing that video said. And it said, a message to the black kid: you need to understand the world you in is double-sided.
Right.
And the coin of law, you can have the same crime being done by 2 different people, one black, one white, and the sentence ain't gonna go the same way. He said, we want no bullying in school, and we creating these kids to be soft, talking about no bullying. Then they go into this world, and then they feel like the world is bullying them. But school's supposed to teach them and prepare them for what they're gonna face. And instead it's lying and manipulating them to think that they can go out in this world and be equal when they're not judged equally.
Yep.
Well, first of all, this is a lot of people don't be understanding also is money talk, bullshit run the marathon. And when you have attorneys, listen, they are just like you said earlier about fraternities and sororities. When you have attorneys that can go to the country club and sit down and eat with the judges while they on lunch, and the DA, and he done charge your mama them $80,000 to represent you on an armed robbery charge, and these people with money come pay this money. You don't think that man don't take some of that money and grease the district attorney's pocket, don't grease the judge's pocket, and say, listen, I know he got a little small record of rap or whatever, but you know his mama done paid me $80K. I'm trying to spread it a little bit. I got 15 for you, Your Honor. I got 15 for you, DA. And let's just give him a little 5-year probation, little detention center time, restitution, fine, and let him go. And we know he is a fuck up. So he'll be back, and then we can go and get him on the back end. But here it is, when you are this and you don't have the money and you don't have the attorney to go in and make those backdoor deals, and you up here done committed this crime and ain't never had a felony in your life, but you did go do a heinous crime, and you going in these people kangaroo court thinking that you're gonna get the best and same representation as if you went and paid for an attorney and you walk away with all this time that this man got. No, the system in the courtroom is not, it has never been the same. How many times have you seen police officers who are on tape get justifiably acquitted of wrongfully killing somebody unarmed?
Right.
How many times have you seen police officers do wrong things of throwing drugs in people's cars and they on videotape, and the jury, because of how society look at the police, they look at police officers in the upright standing, that they would never do something like this. And even if they got you on video and you don't have it from the very beginning of the meet to the end, people will say, well, you don't know the whole story. Why we might have done something before the recording started that caused the police officer to have to kill him. And we saw it and talked about the young lady, Sonia, what was her name? Where the police officer,
Sandra Blanchard.
Sandra, yeah, the one we just talked about some months back. You don't hear nobody talking about this case no more. Because guess what? It will be swept up under the rug. Because we don't control anything. We don't control the narrative. We've never controlled it from slavery, where a white man could go and kill a person and blame it on a black person. And guess what? That man go to trial in 2 days, get found guilty and hung. So to think that you're going to have a fair chance in a system that was not built and made for you, it would make you idiotic to want to go out and commit a crime of that heinous nature and think that you're going to get the same plea or the same deal as that person did, because you don't have the money, your family don't have any status in the community to where they can speak and voice their opinion on things, and nobody is going to challenge the judge and go back and say, Your Honor, could you explain to me why you gave this person this many years and gave this person on the same charge who didn't have a record this many years, and bring it up before the judicial board system and ask why wasn't the sentencing the same?
That's true.
See, we talk about these things, but there is no legislation, there's no people that there's nobody that is going to go and hold that judge accountable for the injustice that he brought upon that court.
So when you running for election,
I'm thinking about it heavy.
No, there was not a thought anymore. You said if Trump get in, that's gonna be your leverage to run.
It so is. It's not, but I'm not gonna run over here.
Running mate.
I'm not gonna run over here. I want to run over in Rivera.
That's fine. So when you running, they need a mayor right now.
Oh really?
Five people put in for the mayor. Listen, that was on the news the other night. 5 people put in for the mayor. The policy is you must write a check from your personal account or your personal campaign account. All 5, only one person wrote a check, which was the reigning mayor, the city mayor. He wrote a check and it bounced. So that disqualified him. The other 4 used their debit cards. That disqualified them.
So an empty seat.
So they don't have a mayor.
Do I have to be a resident to be the mayor?
Yes.
Of the city.
You know, I still got an address there.
I still got an address too.
Once again,
but it has to be a resident of Rivera or of Florida.
Rivera Beach.
Mine is in Wellington now.
You can't represent Florida if you living in Georgia.
Georgia. I got an ID. What you talking about? I got a real ID.
Is Juicy gonna have to move and tell I'm gonna go out there? We gonna have to Juicy gonna have to move this way because y'all gonna be my cabinet.
That's what I said.
You better get with Rodney because Rodney know all the ins, how to put the papers in.
Rodney definitely know the outs because Rodney ain't never got in.
That's I'm not gonna.
Well, wouldn't it be something if you run for mayor? If you run for mayor and get it,
I believe I can do it.
So think about it. You run for mayor. Yeah, you got a criminal record, but you ain't hiding it. You would never try to hide your record. That's what make you real.
And I ain't been in trouble in 20 years.
I'm from the streets. I know the streets.
Yeah.
Well, best person to represent y'all. I ain't got no problem going anywhere because I ain't scared of nobody. And look, and my cabinet ain't either.
Hey, who your chief of security? Tay Armour.
Yeah, and she's fully armed and loaded.
Yeah. Who gonna meet everybody out? Listen, you know who gonna talk for me. You know how the president got the speaker. That's gonna be Kate.
Okay.
Kate gonna be my PR person.
PR and correspondent secretary.
Yeah. She gonna rainbow me out. She gonna let them know. No.
Secretary.
That was years ago.
Okay.
Well, could Mr. William ever talk for himself? He's very busy. He'll talk when it's time. But I do all the talking now.
Right.
And he go Tony
He's an
behind you,
action
Kate.
man.
Listen, he go Tony behind. Didn't you motherfucking hear what she said?
Dick. And then they're gonna be like, "Did you used to work at Walmart?"
And did.
Okay. Yeah.
But we will be working here.
Now you know that double standard, like
Hey, DP.
I am back in black.
Yes.
balloons.
How
It
you
ain't your
been?
birthday, is it?
Huh?
Your
It
birthday.
was last week, but we celebrate all month. You know how that is.
Right.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. We
So
celebrate all week.
So how young are you? Are you 21 now?
I am. I'm old enough to drink and smoke, and I still don't do it.
I do it for you.
Okay.
For him every day.
Yep.
See?
Yeah. We celebrate every day.
Yes, because it's always our own birthday.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It is so nice to see you, Donovan.
It's good seeing you too, Tony, and the family.
Yes,
My brother over there, Legacy.
What's up, DP? It's been a minute, baby.
It has. And you know, our boy, I'll keep it professional around here.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, see?
She mad right now.
I know she
She
is.
She pouting.
Who?
Cause you know he was about to talk about the great Trump.
Oh, nah, I ain't mad. I ain't mad.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Tony took him down, didn't you? You took him out, didn't you? You put him in holding. I knew he did that.
Listen, you crucified me so cause you wanted that to be Trump, so you crucified.
You're muted, Legacy. We can't hear you.
So you go crucify me because you really wanted to crucify Trump. Crucify me again. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna buckle down and since Junior is procrastinating about editing my book, Juicy, I'm gonna give it to you probably tomorrow to get your mother's contact information because you said she could edit the book for me. And have her go ahead and edit it.
Kate, y'all know Tony supposed to be writing a book with all of us in the book.
What you in the book? Your character, David Longstreet.
What would Juicy character name be, Tony?
I don't know.
I'm a unicorn.
So her name would be Unicorn in the book.
Federal
What
law
DP
allows
name would be?
citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or
Well, listen, it's that time, y'all. It's Thursday night. We get out of here around 10 on Thursday. So we're gonna go ahead. Donovan, you came on a little late, but I know you'll get it back.
I'm always on time.
On time to leave.
They said
so
late is still on time.
Sometimes late gets you fired.
Late.
Huh?
It's your boy D Phipps. Go to we're gonna have to change the DonovanPhipps.com. But go to Instagram at DPhipsLife and go to Facebook Donovan Phipps. Okay, we're changing up. New me, new day, new breed, like a boss. Because they not like us.
You got room to accept people on Facebook now?
Huh?
You got room to accept people on Facebook now?
I do.
I gotta hurry up and run over there. Okay.
I do. We're getting people off of there and on there. So 10:45.
Juicy.
We're gonna bring out the juiciest cakes in the business. Let them know cake.
They do all the time. Am I with y'all again? Okay, because I got a phone call, so sorry. It went a phone call, it clicked.
She got a stalker.
You're back? I'm back? Okay. So I'm here to say me. You can find me here every Tuesday and Thursday on the ATL show. You can't get any healing from me. Healing comes from within and from God. I can only share with you my experiences of all my homeopathic and wellness choices I have chosen. You can check me out on Instagram as Miss Beautiful. I ain't on just TikTok no more. On Facebook, Miss Juicy. And my website is enliventoyou.com. And that's it.
And y'all know the man, besides the man up above that makes it possible for us to be able to be out here in these ATL world and this ATL streets, the man that's a thorn in my side. Kay can tell I'm gonna love him. Donovan love him. He's a pain in my ass. But I love him too. AB, let him know.
I'm yours truly, Mr. Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social medias under Anthony Brown or The Anthony Brown Show. And that's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, and YouTube. I'm also on Bigo under The Anthony Brown Show. Also I have a Facebook page, The Anthony Brown Show. Follow that as well. You can email me or text me or call me with questions, comments, concerns, show ideas, likes, dislikes, whatever. My cell phone number is 561-768-3710. And words that I live by, and so should you, is you got to grind until you shine.
All right, everybody. Y'all know what time it is. It's the Legacy Great, a legacy. Y'all know that's the new transformation. And I just want everybody to know that we greatly appreciate you guys. Chantel, we want to appreciate Nikki. We want to, what's our guy name that came on, Tony?
Will Justice.
Yes. And for those that didn't have anything to say but was out there watching, we greatly appreciate your attendance. Either way, we definitely striving this year to be better than we was last year. And we can only do that with the help and support of you guys. Continue coming in, continue coming on, and continue supporting. We love you guys. And I am Legacy the Great. You guys can reach out to me on Facebook up under our Dream Williams. You could also reach out to me at Legacy. Oh, I can't. My vision is bad tonight. Excuse me. On YouTube at Legacy the Great. My email is legacythegreat at legacyunlock at mail.com. For business purposes, you can also reach out to me if you have any problems with legal situations, understanding what is being sent to you, things of that nature. I'm not an attorney. I'm non-legal consultant, and I also can help you get in the Palm Beach, Cape Coral, Fort Myers area. If you're locked out your vehicle, I can get you in your car, but not for free.
I never got your phone number tonight.
Okay, thank you. You know you always bring me some good bread.
I signed his divorce papers.
Okay. Well, listen, you can reach out to me at 561-907-9129, or you can also reach out to me at 229-630-7615. And word that I live by, and I've been standing by for almost 5 years now. Can't let them hoes know.
ATL.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.